Hello and welcome to lesson number 2. Today we are going to be discussing how to understand the 5 elements and its influence on the body's balance. So let's get started. So we're going to talk about how Chinese medicine offers this perspective that the power of food in promoting the balance, vitality, and overall being of the body. We're going to discuss the core concepts of Chinese medicine and nutrition, which is the 5 elements, the 5 flavors, and the impact of food temperatures. So when we talk about nourishing the body in traditional Chinese medicine, of course, it's holistic. It's an approach to eating healthy. And we use, again, the 5 elements, the 5 flavors, and food temperatures. So when we talk about the 5 elements, we look at this chart. We're going to see it several times throughout this program. And each of these elements are associated with organs. And what we want them to do is we want them all to help each other out. We call that the generating cycle, where specific elements help support different organs as they go. And that is the black lines we see in a circle. If they're not supporting each other, that's where we get these red lines, where they're overacting on each other, and that can cause disruption in our digestion. So if we want to have balanced diet, balanced digestion, and feel good in our bodies, we want the 5 elements to all be working with one another. So according to Chinese medicine, these 5 elements are wood, fire, earth, metal, water, and they're connected to each of our organs, emotions, and overall health. And each element has a specific food that's associated with it that can bring that balance to our bodies. Now, this is a great chart, and I suggest that you download the link to this chart so you can take a look at it and spend some time with it, so you can see which of the elements are associated with which of the organs, right? We have all of the organs that are paired here together. And then we go beyond just the organs of digestion. It also has to do with the tastes that are happening in association with those organs. We have colors that are associated with each of them, sounds as well, and emotions. So we're going to talk about each of these as we go through this program. So let's begin by talking about the 5 element body types and weight gain and digestive health. So if you tend to have the body type that's a fire element, this affects the heart and the small intestine. These people tend to have the body type where the weight is in the upper part of the body, including the chest and the abdomen. And these individuals may have cravings for sweet or rich foods. The earth element is associated with the spleen and stomach. This body type tends to have weight gain in the midsection, especially of the abdomen, and they struggle with cravings for carbs and sugary foods. Those who have a metal element body, it's associated with the lung and the large intestine. They tend to have that weight gain in the lower part of the body, especially the hips and the thighs, and they may also experience water retention. Those of the water element, this is associated with the kidneys and bladder. And this element imbalance can be indicated by weight gain in the lower abdomen and the hips. And these people might be craving salty or fatty foods. And the wood element, this system affects the liver and the gallbladder. These people tend to accumulate weight around the waist and the upper body. They experience bloating and digestive issues, and they tend to crave sour foods like lemon or vinegar. Now let's talk about the 5 flavors and their therapeutic properties. So flavors play a role in maintaining the balance and nourishing the different aspects of the body. We think of the 5 flavors as sour, bitter, sweet, spicy, and salty, and they each have therapeutic properties. For example, sour foods, lemon, vinegar, green apples, fermented foods, these are associated with the liver and the gallbladder, as we just discussed. Some of the therapeutic benefits are stimulating liver function, promoting digestion, helping the movement of qi, and controlling excessive sweating. Bitter foods like bitter melon, dandelion greens, dark leafy greens, dark chocolate, coffee, these are associated with the heart and the small intestine. These can clear the heat, reduce inflammation, detoxify the body, support digestion, and help relieve constipation. Sweet foods like sweet potatoes, honey, dates, carrots, they're associated with the spleen and the stomach. They nourish the body, they support digestion, they boost your energy, harmonize the middle burner, which we call the middle jowl of the body, and they help relieve dryness. Spicy foods include chili peppers, ginger, garlic, cinnamon. They are associated with the lungs and the large intestine. They warm the body, promote circulation, disperse cold, aid in the movement of qi to help relieve congestion. Salty foods are like, for example, sea salt, seaweed, miso, if you've heard of that, and soy sauce. They're associated with the kidneys and bladder, and they soften hardnesses. They promote diuresis, which is urination, balance fluid levels of the body, support kidney function, and help to alleviate edema or water retention, especially in the lower limbs. We also have an influence of temperatures of food that can play a role in maintaining the balance within the body. Foods can be classified as hot, warm, neutral, cool, or cold, depending on their energetic properties. So it's going to sound redundant, but it does make an impact. So hot foods tend to be chili peppers, cinnamon, ginger, garlic. We just talked about these. They're associated with the heart and the spleen. The benefits include promoting circulation, warming the body, dispelling cold, aiding digestion, and relieving those symptoms of feeling cold. Warm foods include black pepper, onions, leeks, lamb. The associated organs are kidney and spleen. They help warm the body, support digestion, promote circulation, and help to nourish the body's core. Neutral foods are things that include rice, wheat, mushrooms, carrots. The associated organs are the spleen, stomach, and lungs. And this helps balance the body, supports digestion, can enhance your qi, and help to maintain overall balance of the body. Cool foods include watermelon, cucumber, spinach, mung beans, and the associated organs are the liver and the spleen. They can clear the heat, cool the body, detoxify, promote urination, and help relieve symptoms of heat. Cold foods include seaweed, bitter melon, bamboo shoots, citrus fruits. The associated organs are the lung and the stomach, and they can benefit to clear heat, cool the body, reduce inflammation, detoxify, and help relieve symptoms of excess heat. So, as you can see, when we incorporate the variety of temperatures into our bodies, we can support and maintain the needs of energetic equilibrium. So, what do we mean by that? If you tend to be a hot person, you probably don't want to be eating hot foods. You're going to probably be someone that will be recommended to eat cooling foods to balance you out, or vice versa. If you tend to be cold all the time, you might benefit from eating those warmer foods. So here are some practical tips for healthy eating based on what we just discussed. You can embrace a colorful palette, aim for a diverse array of those fruits and vegetables to ensure that you get those nutrients and energetic properties. Balance the flavors, include a combination of these flavors into your dishes to nourish all the aspects of your well-being. And seek seasonal foods. Chinese medicine is huge on this. Get your diet aligned with the changing seasons. There's a reason why pumpkin spice lattes aren't available all year round, because pumpkin is out of season when it's not fall. So if you can align your diet wherever you live with the seasons, you're going to have a better time digesting, and being able to function within those seasons of whatever environment you might be living in. Mindful cooking and eating is also really important. Preparing your meals with attention and awareness. Just throw something in the microwave. Take your time, pay attention. Look at these food combinations and see if they align with the Chinese medicine principles. And eating mindfully is another really important thing. To savor each bite. Cultivate the connection with your food. This is your nourishment. This is your fuel, right? What do we usually do? We're watching TV. we're listening to a podcast, right? We're usually distracted instead of present with the food that's fueling our body and giving us the energy for the day. The next thing and last thing is to listen to your body. You know you're going to feel different eating a pizza versus eating a salad, right? You know the consequences of eating foods that don't make you feel good. So listen to your body. Of course, we can make our choices, we can make exceptions at different times, but by now I'm sure you had the opportunity to figure out that you don't feel good when you eat that specific food. But are you listening to your body? Or are you ignoring it? I just had a conversation with a patient about this. Oftentimes, we override that because we want to change the physiology in our brain. We don't like how we feel, so we use food as a way to change our brain chemistry, oftentimes to get that dopamine hit. So if you're eating food to get that dopamine, know that you can get it in other ways. You know you're craving sweet foods, right? You want to get that ice cream. You know it's sweet that you want. So eat an apple instead. Put something in the way of the thing that you want and see if that changes your experience. See if you're still wanting that ice cream after you eat that apple. If so, let yourself have it. But usually you'll be satisfied and you won't need to eat that unhealthy thing and you'll still get your dopamine fix. Don't take my word for it. Play with it. Try it around. Let me know if you have any questions. So some final thoughts are about incorporating Chinese medicine into our diets. By understanding these elements, these flavors, these temperatures, you can create a balanced and harmonious meal that can support your health goals. Thanks for being here today, guys. I'll see you in the next video.